Hello everyone and welcome to another exciting episode of
Box Breaks with Bruce.
I'm Bruce and today we're opening up a box of 2000-2001 BAP Memorabilia. Now this is quite a controversial product, at least from when it came out, mainly due to the inclusion of a George Vezina pad card. Now at the time, and possibly even today, I haven't researched further, it was the only known George Vezina pad to be in existence, and of course it was cut up to be made into hockey cards. Do I have my opinions? Of course I do. However, I'm not here to get political and share those opinions. I'm just here to bust some good old-fashioned cards. And if I pull one of them, you bet I'll be reselling it to get something new and exciting for the Goalie Museum collection. If you see in the background, or Kevin Weeks' goalie blocker is here to give us some good luck. And of course our Irbe Bobblehead of Judgement, getting emotional support from his former teammate, is on hand to judge the hits coming out. Now, of course, beyond the George Vezina cards, we've got the chances for the Ruby Parallels, Sapphire Parallels, Emeralds out of 10, as well as game-used emblem cards, goalie memorabilia cards. All-star tickets are a rather unique concept for the time. Who knows what comes out of a fun 20-year-old box? I like to be surprised. I'm sure you want to see what's going on. So without further ado, let's get to breaking! So 24 packs, 8 cards per pack. This is going to be a lot of fun. Okay, so like I usually do, I'm going to be starting off with our left stack. And of course, Irbe going to be on hand judging all of our bigger hits. Oh no, cards are stuck together. Oh, this is what I dislike. Yeah, you hear that sound? It's a bad sound. Alrighty, let's get started. Ladislav Nagy, or Nug, if you pronounce it properly. Richard Matvichuk, Peter Worrell, Thomas Vokoun, Gary Roberts, Jeff Sanderson, Marty Biron, and Roman Hammerlich. So this one might take a little bit longer just because it looks like the cards here are stuck together, and that makes for a lot more interesting time, to say the least, but whatever, it is what it is. I can't do anything about it. So is the nature of the beast and card materials from that time period. Darren McCarty, Andre Jugin, Todd Marchand, Todd Bertuzzi, Brian Campbell, Jeff Finley, Jeff Hackett, Peter Mika. Never even heard of that guy before. Okay, so on to our next pack. Oh, the sticky sound is painful to me. Pavel Bure, Patrick Marleau, got an insert, kind of, Trevor Linden Foundation ballot card. So essentially you mailed these in back in the day and you got a Trevor Linden autograph in the mail in return. Obviously long since expired, longer than the lifetime of a lot of hockey card collectors, but still, it's a nice little insert card, a little facsimile signature on it. Curious what the actual autograph cards go for nowadays, but yeah. Steve Sullivan, Rob Blake, Jean Leclerc, Ivan Novoseltsev, and we have a Ruby Parallel, numbered at 42 of 100 of Tyler Wright. Wah, wah. Okay. Irbe's verdict on our Tyler Wright serial numbered card? No. Again, of all the players to get numbered cards of, why does it have to be Tyler Wright? Oh well. Teppo Numanen, Doug Gilmore, Dave Reed, Sergei Varlamov, Scott Stevens, Willie Mitchell, Roman Hammerlich, and unfortunately due to the stickiness process, affected the surface of the card a fair bit. Parkhurst insert of Arturs Irbe. And you see, this is unfortunately, even being careful trying to remove it, this is what stuck together cards does rather. However, Irbe's verdict, of course he approves. As I've said before, Irbe always approves of an Irbe hit, regardless of the surface problems associated with sticky cards from that time period. That noise absolutely pains me. Okay, Sergei Kravakrasov, Marius Cherkasky, Jocelyn Thibault. Yes, that's right, that's surface problems. Wonderful age of sticking. Trying to be careful, but sometimes doesn't allow me to be. Peter Worrell, Jason Woolley, Jeff Finley, Vladimir Siplakov, and Marc Savard. Alright, so far we have one numbered card and one insert card that has surface problems due to stickiness. Woohoo! Yeah, there's a few products like this that are really bad for sticking over the years I've found. One of the main ones is 0203 Stadium Club. Probably the worst I've ever had for sticking ever. Like, you pretty much tearing off chunks off the front of the card due to the sticky glossy cover on the front. So that's not much fun. Nick Boynton, Dmitry Kalinin, Owen Nolan, Jason Krogh, Dmitry Yashkevich, Jeff Hackett, Michael Hanzus, and another one I've never heard of before, Len Barry. Yes, Len Barry. Okay, on to our next stack. Ooh. These cards pretty much aren't stuck together. Wow, okay, I prefer that. Ziggy Palffy, Chris Chelios, some are stuck. Greg Johnson, Brad Ferentz, Luke Robitaille, Brad Stewart, Ron Tugnut with the Penguins, less commonly remembered team, and Sergei Fedorov. And by that, of course, I mean the Penguins is a team that's well remembered, but Tugnut with the Penguins, not as associated. Patrick Lilleen, Eric Weinrich, Eric Nikolash, Paul Correa, Sergei Samsonov, Fred Brathwaite, Calgary Flames, most remembered for that huge stick save he made back in the day, Valerie Bure, and we have Parkhurst insert of Marc Savard. Irbe's not going to judge it, this is just a common insert. All we judge is the bigger inserts. Of course, that is if we pull any. Roman Turek celebrated his birthday yesterday. Robert Dome, Tyson Nash, Jeff Fodkosh, Mark Messier, Eric Desjardins. So one thing I'm noticing is there's like some color variations in the base cards there, but they're not serial numbered. I'll show you an example here in a second. Brett Hull and Keith Primo. So a few times I noticed, I kept thinking, hey, maybe those are the blue parallels, but they're not. But we have, here's a good example. We got Desjardins and we got Primo. So notice it. One's black, one's more around along a gray line. I don't know if it's a printing issue or what, but just something I noticed doing the break here. Sell them as eBay one of ones. It's a great parallel. It's worth $1 million. Especially nowadays, cards seem to be going up in all of the sports. Hockey not so much, but definitely the other sports, they're going ridiculous. There's a Mike Trout card in an auction that went for like $900,000. It's nuts. Nicholas Sundstrom, Dmitry Kalinin, the Trevor Linden redemption mail-in offer thingy again. Scotty Gomez, Mike Menard, known for one game in the NHL. This is his rookie card. Do yourself a favor, don't look up his personal life on Wikipedia or anything. Ron Tugnut, Eric Lindros, and we have another Ruby parallel numbered 43 of 200, Manny Fernandez. right when he first became a Minnesota Wild. Irbe's verdict on the Fernandez. It's alright. Again, not the worst name, not the best name, just kind of right in the middle there. And of course, we're looking at it in terms of the ruby parallels, we're not comparing it to emeralds or big hits. Among the rubies, it's alright. Rob Niedermeyer, Adam Graves, Sean Hill, Marty McInnes, Steve Correa, Felix Potvin, another team he's not well associated with, but he was there, Oli Jokinen, and Jeremy Ronek. Okay, come on, let's go something big. I've opened a few boxes of this in the past, and I've never ever hit any of the big cards from it. I think once a few years ago I got a Emerald Parallel Sammy Kapanen, and that was about it. Antti Laaksonen, always remember him as a Minnesota Wild. Remember Sean Burke, Yannick Perreault. See, this is a good stack of packs. There wasn't any stickiness really, just minor. Jeff Daniels, not to be mistaken for the Dumb and Dumber guy. Jochen Hecht, the aggressive German. Magnus Arvidsson, Oleg Tverdovsky, and we have Sapphire Pearl, numbered 6 of 100, Brian Boucher. Brian Boucher. Irbe's verdict. It's alright. I'm always a huge fan of goalies. Again, of all the names in there, he's not the top, he's not the bottom. He's just kind of alright. And among the Sapphires, we could have done better, we could have done worse. Let's continue on to our next stack. Hopefully the lack of stickiness continues, because I hate sticky cards. That noise of them pulling apart absolutely pains me as a collector. Okay, absolutely no sticking in this stack whatsoever. Steve Ruchin. Watch me get one of those big cards, and of course everything's stuck to that. Yaroslav Spacek, Damon Lankow, Mats Sundin, Tommy Salo, Jamie Storr, Tim Connolly, and Jan Hrdina. Old base pack, unless there are rookies in there, because I honestly don't know who the rookies are. Nick Antropov, Jocelyn Thibault, Jason Blake, another one of those Trevor Linden mail-in offers, still a nice insert card regardless, Jean-Sébastien Aubin, Bill Guerin, Pierre Turgeon, and Cujo. Come on, George Vezina pad card. Or something that's not just base cards and just serial numbers. Let's go completely crazy. Sergei Krvakrasov, Michael Renberg, Jan Bulish, Jason Woolley. Yes, I'll handle these cards on the edge. If someone has a problem, they can... Well, I'm not going to say anything. Kimmo Timonen, Chris Joseph, Len Berry, and we have Parkhurst insert of Peter Forsberg. I believe there's supposed to be 10 insert cards in a box is what it says on it, so we still have a ways to go. Patrick Lalime, Yaroslav Spacek, Chris Chelios, Owen Nolan, Paul Correa, Vladimir Malachov, there's another one I never heard of before, Marek Posmic, and Frederick Modin. Okay, let's go something. Chris Gratton, Alexander Digg, Josef Baranek, Sammy Salo, Peter Nedved, Tim Connolly, Pierre Turgeon, and Valerie Bure. So far, even though I didn't mind the hits themselves, we're not doing too well based on the initial investment. So we paid about $55 for the box. We have maybe $3 worth of stuff back, so can definitely be doing a lot better. Jean-Guy Trudel, Robert Dome, Bill Muckelt, Daniel Cleary, Norm Miracle. It's a miracle. Eric Desjardins, Mike Menard again, and Jean-Francois Labbé. As short a career that he had, he's better known for his time with Columbus. Tony Amonte, Brian Rafalski, Brian Holzinger, Marc Messier, another one I never heard of before, Mark Morrow, yes, Radek Bonk, Eric Lindros, and Parkhurst insert of Kimmo Timonen. Last 5 packs. Let's see what we can do. At least there's nothing stuck anymore. That's the most important part. Saku Koivu, Adam Graves, Vinny Lecavalier, Chris Pronger, Joe Thornton, Felix Potvin, Sean O'Donnell, Manny Malhotra. Mike Sillinger, Tyson Nash, Sean Burke, Kyle McLaren, Bobby Holik, Magnus Arvidsson, Joe Sakic, and another one of those Trevor Linden Foundation cards. Hopefully those don't count as inserts, because that would be kind of a waste. Arthur's Irbe base card. Irbe's verdict. Irbe approves. He will always approve of an Irbe card, no matter what. Jonas Hogland, Steve Konowalchuk, Marty McInnes, Johan Davidson, Mark Denis, Jamie Allison, and Darcy Tucker. Alright, 2 packs left. Let's redeem it in these last 2. Anders Eriksson, Darius Kasparidis, Mike Rathje, Jose Theodore, Trevor Kidd, Simon Gagne, Patrick Waugh, and Paul Coffey. Let's take our bets on whether or not the last pack will redeem the box. My money's on probably not. Saku Koivu, Alexei Vasilyev, Nicholas Lidstrom, Joe Thornton, Theo Fleury, Kenny Janssen, Joe Sakic, and finally Parkhurst insert of John Madden. Okay then. So, final recap of the box break. We ended up with 5 of the Parkhurst inserts. Of course, one of them, the Irbe of all of them, kind of messed up because of all the surface stickiness in that first stack there. Then we ended up with Boucher Sapphire, Fernandez Ruby, Tyler Wright Ruby. I'll take a look through the stack one more time, see if I missed anything, but again, I'm usually pretty thorough with my stuff. So, Irbe's final verdict on this particular box of 001 BAP Memorabilia. No, while I didn't hate the hits in terms of return on investment, this was a heavy bust, but luckily, again, it's not the cup where I'm making a buck back on a $500 investment. This is $55. I think maybe $3-4 I'll be able to get back out of it. Ouch. Alright, anyways, we licked the salt, or we licked the wounds, put some salt on it, might as well. Tomorrow we'll be back for our second box, and who knows, maybe we'll actually get something interesting in tomorrow's box. Until then, have yourself an excellent day. Bye-bye.